What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tablestory Identity Crisis.
The first intro we've done today.
Yes, definitely.
First try.
First try.
I was clean. There was some dust on my stream deck, and I was trying to get rid of it, and I just, oops, sorry.
I love the save on that too. Like you tried, and then you were like, "No, okay, we're just gonna restart it. Never mind." Hello, No, we're just gonna break. No, one sec.
How's it going? Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to the second to last episode of Identity Crisis. Unless everybody dies tonight, we'll see.
I just
Impossible.
Spill my
You
water.
know why? Poloculus is here.
Hooray!
Nobody's dying on my watch.
Oh no.
Oh God, it's jinxed.
How's it going?
Okay.
Welcome to the stream, everybody. Everybody's been like super busy today on the show.
Yeah.
Like it's just been a crazy day. So I'm just gonna bombard everyone with insane amounts of difficult choices, and that should be fine. I feel like there's no problem with that, right?
Right.
No problem at all.
Should be good. Should be
Not uncomfortable for anyone.
good. Should be good. So why don't we go around the room? Let's do some shout outs to get the show started. Let's start with some nice, cheesy music to get things started, to get everybody in the right mindset for Identity Crisis. Totally won't be a roller coaster of emotions tonight. Definitely not. But yeah, if you have not done so, please follow all these wonderful people. Thank you for spamming the link there, Kujio. Start off with Jay. Why don't you get us started here, bro?
What's up, guys? It's me, Jay. I'll be your goobers for the evening. No, not actually. I play Bob. That's my music right there. Bob Kid Canova Horton. Only the finest, dandiest, rootin' tootin', gravitational controlling guy that babysits a baby named Owen, the 4-year-old baby, and his dad has dementia guy around. I don't know what Bob just recently had his powers changed. He's now a gravity guy. Used to absorb kinetic energy and could like take a really big punch, but then it mysteriously changed, and now his mom is a terrible villain. That's it. That's all he's got.
I feel like that's any comic book, really. I mean,
Yeah, some shit happened, and now his mom's a villain.
I really
Superman.
like depth backstory. What's happened? Things, please, everyone.
Brad hasn't been here for like
That's why I went
7
really extra
weeks.
into it.
Like
Yeah.
20 episodes.
Yeah, he
I
hasn't.
was in like a very early episodes and haven't seen you since.
Yeah, it's been a while. So thanks for the recap, Jay. That really, I'm sure Brad's right on.
You have no idea how much I genuinely appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I had no idea you had new powers. That is insane.
Yeah.
I thought
It's
you were still controlling squirrels or whatever you did.
it's
Wow.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be great because
Yeah, this is gonna be great. He has no idea.
Even in character, Poloculus didn't think you had powers, right? That was like the whole thing. So
yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Poloculus kind of deals with everything. The best part about this is I think that Poloculus is still actually a higher level than Phonic Fighter is. So I think Brad is actually kind of balanced in the group.
Man.
It's pretty great.
Is that because Goobers succeeds a lot, or because Brad failed a fuck ton that one night?
I think a little bit of both. I'm not going to lie. It's probably a little bit of a column A and B. Why don't we continue on with the introductions, though, and let's continue on with our doomed character, Domestic Dan, please. Hold on. Wait. I'm trying to find it. Here we go. The Darkest Child.
Hi, I'm Jack Gray, son of James Gray, the doctor, and I am the doomed character. I'm gonna die, and there's not a whole lot of time left for that to happen.
Oh my God.
And I run around with my fatality absorption and memory manipulation powers, and am doing my best to keep everyone alive, even if it is at the cost of my own. Here to bring up the mood, as always, with Jack.
There hasn't actually been a lot of communication in regards to your situation to Poloculus anyway. So
No.
I don't even think you really have to update him very much. Because a lot of the stuff that's been going on with you has kind of been behind the scenes. So Poloculus would be learning about this stuff anyway as time sort of evolves here. But next up, we've got Poloculus. Welcome. Welcome, Brad.
Poloculus is here. I'm back. I begged Wack to have Poloculus be like on an exchange to like Gotham or something, but he said no. Apparently, I've just been completely ignorant. But I've been dealing with my own villains, or villain. I have an arch villain, or my grandpa did, and he's still around. His name's Shadow, and I've tracked him to the same place that these guys are. I'll bet. By G Willikers, I'll bet they're here. I'm ready. Okay. I'm playing Poloculus, Kyle King. I'm a lacrosse playing Hardy, and I'm a legacy character, which means that my grandpa was Poloculus during the Silver Age, I think. Then I took up the mantle. Father didn't. I did, and now I'm trying to live up to Grandpa's name. I'm doing my best to become a great hero. And I do this accent, and I apologize right now. It was supposed to be a meme, and then this show became like the most serious, histrionic show of all time. And now I have to do it, even if it's a serious scene. I'm sorry.
It'll be just fine. Don't you worry.
I've been away. I don't know what any of these people have done, because even if I wanted to watch this show, it's on at midnight for me. So by the time I'm like, yeah, I'll watch the show now.
As long as you don't stream for like 10 hours before you watch it, you'll probably be fine.
Well, I'm usually awake, but I try and leave my computer and go and watch TV or play COD or something. But no, I've done a 10-hour stream today, but I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling good. I'm ready. I'm ready to save the goddamn day. I'm gonna save Jack.
Good luck.
I'm gonna be that much of a hero. I'm gonna save Jack from being a doomed character. You wait.
Good luck.
Calling Emma for a coffee in 2 minutes.
Yeah. I've just drunk a Red Bull at like midnight, so we'll see how this goes.
Next up, we need the appropriate music. Wait a minute. Wait. PB.
I've also never met Copper.
PB, it's your turn.
Yeah, me? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yep, it's fair. It's understandable.
Whoa. Yeah, no, it's fair.
Hi, I'm Pumpkinberry. I am playing Model 93129, also known as Estrella, sister-ish to Jack, who just discovered last episode her only purpose in creation was to serve as a body for Jack when he was ready. Also, last episode watched the team destroy a whole bunch of Model 10,000s that look exactly like her. So she's kind of had a rough go. She also pulled the plug on Jack's dad and her creator last episode, maybe killing him. A lot of crazy shit happened with Estrella. So I'm really excited to be here and feel things, Whack.
I would never do that to you, PB.
Yeah.
Never. Vio.
I was muted.
There you go.
Hi, it's your girl playing the game.
Wait. That's too sad. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. I was like, oh, man, for a reformed character, that's pretty dark.
I liked it.
Wait, we need.
But that's like heroic to me. That's like the.
Oh, it's like the melancholic heroic.
That's not darker. Yeah, that's like the the end of the scene.
Give me a dark song. I like it. I'm reformed.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I love that you still do this, by the way, every week.
It's so good.
Oh, am I quiet? Okay. Here, am I better now? Hello?
Are we in the Shire?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think you're better. Yeah.
Hello. I am Vio, and I play Lucy Copper Anderson. I am a metal bender, and I recently joined the group. Never met Kyle before, so I'm kind of excited for that. And there's a lot of shit going down, and yeah.
Thank you, Vio.
I don't know what else to say right now.
I'm Wacksteven, and I am the GM of Doom. I will be dragging these players kicking and screaming through the adventure. By the way, I think it's important, since I use this music, this intense like bow music all the time. Do you know that the title of this is called Political Action Ad?
Yes. Yeah. I found that going through his site like a week ago, and I was pretty happy.
Wow. I love the names of some of these that you end up repurposing. I have one in Darkfire that you'll see in the tournament, which is called something like 80s melodrama, and I was like, this does not sound like it should fit in a fantasy D&D thing.
But yes, I will be dragging the players kicking and screaming through the adventure tonight.
And crying.
There's possibilities. I don't
Only
know.
one.
I don't know. We are approaching the end of Identity Crisis, and so it was also a good time to kind of bring back Poloculus to get him in before the show ends.
Before the end.
Yeah. So thank you guys for joining us tonight. On the last episode of Identity Crisis, the players got together with Mr. Ferguson as they tried to rescue Mrs. Ferguson, their mentor, their teacher, and Mr. Ferguson's wife, the wonderfully blunt alchemist, and she was taken by several Model 10,000X Estrella bots, who the group have been fighting, along with several other insect-like creatures in this warehouse where they found Dr. Gray left as a husk from the previous interaction with Blight, where Blight almost killed him. And found out a lot of information last session. Blight was given a burst of information when he walked close to his father, and Dr. Gray grabbed his wrist and showed him a memory. A memory that kind of framed his mother as a person that was sort of not in control of her own power, and seemingly the cause of Blight in general. After learning this, the group learned that Dr. Gray had a lab in the sub-basement here of the warehouse. Upon learning this, they left Dr. Gray and they tried to investigate, but were caught unawares by several insect-like creatures and the Model 10,000X Estrella bots. Phonic Fighter was knocked unconscious as he tried to stun these insects, and the group was also attacked by several other henchmen. Caught their names being Upgrade, and where's the other one? Upgrade and Augur. When we finished the last episode, Phonic Fighter had just gotten knocked unconscious, while these two other villains came on the scene. Upgrade sort of reached out to one of the insects and made it a massive sort of scorpion-like insect. It just grew much bigger, the size of about I'd say a large dog, probably, something around like that. Pretty massive. And the rest of you were kind of in the midst of the fight. And that's where we're going to start today's session, right in the thick of things.
Ooh.
So, the warehouse is covered in skittering insects moving all along the walls and such. Why isn't this music playing? Why have you done this, Roll20?
It was playing.
It was a
Not for
different
me.
song.
Not for me in the stream.
Oh, weird.
Oh.
Let's try and refresh, please. That's the song I want to play.
Oh, Roll20.
Here we go. Okay. So, in the midst of the fight, Blight and Estrella are fighting the Model 10,000Xs. Copper and Kid Canuck were kind of providing some support while all the fracas was happening. The two new villains on the scene, just to give you like an idea of what they look like. Augur, this person that kind of identified themselves as Augur, has a sort of like a. I would say you could guess that they're probably female. They don't have their their hair exposed. They're wearing a sort of part of their costume is like a hood that's covering their hair, and it's mostly black. You can see that they've got their arm like extended, and they were trying to mess. I can't remember who with, but somebody's emotions.
Censor.
It was Censor. Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
they were having
Censor.
a battle.
Censor blinded one of them, and then they did something where he was like, "Get out of my
Yeah,
head."
that was Augur. So Augur basically reached out, and she seemed to control Censor's emotions. You just hear Censor kind of like screaming, and Censor again was an NPC that was created on the Patreon, part of Mr. Ferguson's old crew, with the power to turn off one of the 5 senses on someone, making Augur go blind. You hear Augur kind of like screaming out, "I can't see! I can't see! He's done something to me! Upgrade, where are you?" And she says, "Don't worry, Augur. I've got things under control." And you see this like large kind of scorpion rise up in front of her, and it starts to as it rushes forward to, I think, probably Kid Canuck and Copper. You see this scorpion like charging forth. It's fucking big. It's like the size of like a Newfoundland dog. You know, like a big fucking thing. Like a
Gee,
yeah.
that's a big boy
Bob,
there.
It's a
Bob,
small-
There's
Oh, wow, that's a big one.
Can I try to use my powers and kind
Bit
of have
low,
the,
Vio.
the heck?
You're way low, babe.
Flynn! Hello?
Atta boy.
Better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind
Can
of.
I try to have like use my powers and have like the ground like roll up, kind of like try to like. I don't
Well,
know
the
how to
ground
explain.
the ground is definitely cement. It's a warehouse,
Oh.
so this is probably like a really basic bitch
I was
kind of
hoping
building.
There's, like metal bits in it. Bob,
There's
what
there's
do we do?
there's metal around the warehouse, but there might be rebar in the concrete. You know, what are you trying to do? Like what's
Oh,
Can I change the weight of this thing running at us for now?
give me let's see, give me an unleash your powers, please.
Ow.
Unleash the
This thing.
beast.
Real.
don't worry, I have a backup plan. Don't worry.
Unleash my powers. That's the roll. Did we have any bullshit?
No, I think I was the only one that had bullshit from Captain. But other than that, I don't think anyone had assess. My assess just ran
I didn't have
wore
a
off.
sense. I just maybe chat can help me remember if I used my bullshit twice. I'll roll it now without the +1. But I
You
don't
used
remember if I
used you've got a golem thing that was
Yeah,
made
you
up
used
of
the
all
Oh
burn,
these,
yes, I
like,
made the
particles.
golems. Oh yeah, not
Yeah.
my burn. I meant my game face, the thing that gives me +1.
You used your game face.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
time.
Okay, it was only the once. All right. I didn't know if I activated it. All right, there we go.
Ooh,
Just
good
rolling. I'm rolling.
question.
7.
Okay, so
7.
on a 7 for unleash your powers,
Let me see.
you mark a condition, or the GM will tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary.
Do I choose this?
You either take a condition or I do the thing.
You can do the thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. So what are you trying to do?
I want to just quickly reach out. I want to make the change the weight of it to make it really, really heavy, so it doesn't have the strength to move.
Okay. So yeah, you see the scorpion get you see where its legs are, like the concrete cracks, and its legs get sort of pounded into the concrete, and it sort of makes this horrible kind of noise, and it just smashes to the ground. You can see cracks in the concrete where it happens.
Got it. Okay. I got it.
You also notice that Copper seems to also get smashed to the ground. Copper, you get smashed to the ground, kind of unbeknownst to you, and I think you're gonna take a powerful blow there.
Bob!
It just comes out as.
God, sorry.
Take a powerful blow. Roll your
roll.
Realize.
roll your conditions, please. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, that's bad. Okay, so take a powerful blow. Lower is better. When you take a powerful blow, roll your conditions marked. On a 10 plus, you choose one. You must remove yourself from the situation, flee, pass out, etc. You lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way, or 2 options from the 7 to 9 list.
Oh, we're off to a good start.
I pass out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm scared of using my powers in case it hurts one of you guys. So
Well, now twice we have all been hurt by powers that have gone
Yeah.
awry.
Yeah.
yeah. So we don't need more. Bob.
Sorry. I'm still low level.
Okay.
No, you're not.
Well, he is, because he switched characters.
Oh, that's right.
He switched
I'm only level
playbooks.
3 technically.
He switched playbooks, yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, so I think Poloculus is higher level than Kid Canuck. Yeah. So, you smash Copper into the ground, as you're maybe a little bit worried. There's some of these insects crawling all over your legs and feet and stuff. There's just so many of them, you can't keep up trying to smash them down. And you see Copper accidentally get smacked to the ground. You can see her head smack against the concrete.
Lucy.
Yeah, so Copper, just be aware you took one condition there, regardless, and you passed out.
No, is that full conditions? Oh my God.
Okay. Yeah, so Bob, you've sort of semi-flattened the scorpion, and you can hear Upgrade say, "Well, isn't that impressive? I think we're gonna have to do a little bit more for you." And you see you see Upgrade kind of you see Upgrade reach out and say, "Augur, I still can't see what's going on. Augur, I think you're going to need to take control of the situation." And Upgrade reaches out and to Augur, and you see Augur says, "What are you doing? No, don't use." And you hear Augur sort of scream, and she says, "I can't control it." And you see her kind of fall to the ground, and this wave of emotion just kind of blasts out through to you guys. I would like everybody to take a powerful blow.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a cheap fucking character, man.
You're not going to take
Thank
a powerful
God.
blow, Copper, because you are unconscious.
Oh,
Bob, you took
Oh,
a
God.
full hit. What would you like to do as this wave of fear just gets sent out. Terror and fear. Estrella does not have to worry about this. Actually, yeah, you do, because you're part human now.
Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that.
Hold on.
Oh boy.
I just sent you something on Zoom. Sorry.
Absolutely.
Oh, but it's in a terrible way.
Yeah.
And now,
Yep.
yeah, Bob's gonna moment of truth and lose control of himself in a terrible way.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Would a moment of truth
shit.
basically overrule the?
I don't know how that works, guys, but
You take control of the narrative.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. We got to do.
Take it.
and then I
Own
die.
it as.
And then I die.
We got to do this. You see, Bob just kind of. He just like holds his head as the rest of you kind of like feel this like wave of negative emotion wash over you and fear. Just this fear, this intense fear washing its way across you. As Bob begins his moment of truth, let's read the flavor text for this. The Nova's moment of truth. Your mind's eye opens, and you can see the world around you like never before. You can control it at will, with ease. Of course, warping reality tends to have ramifications down the line. But in your moment of godhood, how could you possibly be worried? What do you do, Kid Canuck?
Okay, so I'm still like passing out as this happens, right? Just for the or is it like I don't like springboard back up?
No, I think you like fall to the ground and you
Yeah.
kind of like maybe I think you're probably like your golem or whatever just kind of like disintegrates.
Yeah.
And like all these particles and stuff, you could see like little pieces of them kind of alternating gravity. You see some like little tiny like screws and things around just get like slam into
Yeah.
the ground and make these cracks in the concrete. Others just kind of like starting to float by. Its gravity has just gone haywire all around you. And
yeah, thank you.
all of these particles begin to swirl all about you. What do you do, Kid Canuck?
I think while they're all swirling, I think it's you were pretty spot on with the gravity alternating. Can I just like change the gravity constantly while this like kind of tumultuous swirling is going on of every single person in the warehouse, like up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up,
It's your
down.
moment
like,
of truth.
yeah. So I think everyone's gravity is just changing. So it the robots would like throw up suddenly or be thrown up into the air suddenly and then just. And then even Sam.
You see, I think you see
Estrella.
like you're seeing Super Ball as well. You're seeing Maestro. You're seeing Bjorn, the sort of death metal Viking. That's
just like tumbling.
yeah,
like
he's-
Red Dead Redemption 2 horse tumbling.
Yeah, and you're seeing Smokemancer and the Ambassador all kind of like looking bewildered as they're trying to fight these Model 10,000Xs and all these insects all over the place. You also see Estrella, by the way, you still have to take your powerful blow stuff on your 7 to 9. You have to
Yep.
choose one of those. I'm going to let Kid Canuck have his moment, and then you're going to take your thing. Okay? Kid Canuck, continue. Everybody's gravity's kind of changing all about.
No, I think that just persists. Like this swirling maybe focuses in on him and kind of like a small like tornado of whatever debris it is, and then as it like pulses outwards with each kind of pulse, everyone's whoop, 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 and then it just continues until it reaches the edges of the warehouse and then dissipates after I don't know, a minute, couple of minutes, a minute maybe. I feel like that would be like really, really quick.
Okay. So what happens to upgrade an auger?
I feel like the same. My hope is that they just like ping ponging from top to bottom. It's like I hope they're spiraling from getting hit with debris as like the tornado goes through them, and it sends them flying off into the into like the corner, and then the gravity will switch again, and they'll just down as hard as possible.
You can control your moment of truth. You can control your powers with ease. So this is the thing that you're controlling is everybody's ping-ponging.
Yeah.
The whole warehouse. Everyone.
Well, it's also losing control. So I'm throwing that in. Yeah. Everyone.
No, it's not.
Is it?
You read that
Your
wrong.
moment of truth overrules it.
Your
Does it
moment
actually?
of truth.
Yeah.
You can
Okay.
control it.
You
Okay.
control the
Specifically
narrative.
says.
Okay, so then just the enemies then, if we can, yeah.
Okay.
Just all of them, and then I'd say after it's done, just continue holding the gravity down on all of them, crushing them, and
Okay. So yeah,
Not fully.
the I feel like everybody else maybe kind of is like floating around a little bit or something. It's probably like less gravity as everybody can't really like get stable. But you see like swaths of the insects just like just this paste of insects all over the place. And the villain's auger and upgrade smashed into them. Basically, you can see like auger was about to like make a run for one of the Estrella bots as well, and you just kind of stop her right in the middle of it and just bam, smack into the ground. Blight, you and Estrella are fighting the Model 10,000Xs, and they just smash to the ground, crumbling to pieces. And you hear Kid Canuck like breathing heavily.
Hi, Lucy. Oh, is everyone okay?
Not everyone.
Hello. Do I see any of them, or am I?
Yeah, everybody's kind of. They look like a little bit wobbly, like they can't really. They kind of eventually settle down and kind of get their balance, but everybody looks a little bit wobbly as everything kind of went out of control for a minute. Yeah, and there's like glass that's falling from the skylights, like you just hear like. Everyone's kind of rustling about. You can see Sam, like on the ground.
Am I still knocked out? Sorry.
You're knocked out.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Lucy. I'm going over to Lucy. Lucy. Copper. Got Mr. Ferguson.
What was that? What happened?
I sneezed.
What?
I didn't actually. It was a joke. I'm sorry. Lucy's really hurt.
So is Sam.
I run to Sam. Sam?
What are?
I try to shake him awake.
Yeah, he's breathing. He seems like he's taking a good shot. His ears are probably bleeding, I think.
Okay, I pick him up. Just carry him.
What are the state of auger and upgrade?
Yeah, they look like they're I would say that they're probably yeah, they're unconscious. They're unconscious.
What about the Estrella bots? How are they looking? Or any that I'm in? They're all
Smashed
broken.
in-
Every single
Smashed
one.
into pieces, yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know what happened there. Are you all okay?
Did you see Hannah anywhere?
There's an underground lab. There's a basement lab.
There's a
What
That's
about-
where she'll be.
What about Copper and Phonic Fighter? Are they okay?
She's right here. She's right here. No. Copper's really hurt.
He's still breathing.
Okay. Sensor, are you okay?
You can see Sensors like he's propped himself up against the wall, like sitting in there's like a goo of bugs all around him. You guys can hear this sort of sound of some like broken glass just kind of like falling. It's at this point that you're alerted to a new presence flying down from the skylights.
Someone's here.
The familiar face of Poloculus flying down.
Hey guys.
Hey, man. How you
Poloculus.
been?
Poloculus, you're definitely shocked to see everybody here. This is
I'm
like
looking at everything.
it's a
Chaos.
it's a chaos. And one thing that you don't see shadow anywhere.
Hey, what are you guys doing here?
You mean you don't know? You didn't come to help?
No,
Yeah.
well, no. I was looking
Then
for.
what are you doing here?
I was chasing some. Did you see a shadow? He looks kind of like just a void of space. Just no features. You can see his eyes kind of sometimes, but
No,
Like a-
that's
No.
he's a bad guy.
I don't think
was
so,
looking-
no.
Well, I assumed he was here, and then I saw all this. What happened? Are you guys okay?
There was a fight.
we're all alive.
It was a pretty big fight.
Yeah, and you see
Yeah.
Sam. You see Phonic Fighter kind of like passed out. Estrella's got him sort of hefted over her arms. There's also some like doofy looking, like early 20s looking guy, about 6'3", that you might have met before. Goes by the Ambassador. He's dressed in a sort of, if you know who the Big Boss Man is from like WWF days, like back in the day, he's got that kind of like security guard kind of blue outfit on. The big difference though is he's about 6'3". He's got a high top haircut with blue tips and piercings all over the place.
Okay. I accept this. I mean, I'd probably land next to Estrella and look over Sam, maybe poke his head a little. Is he okay?
Don't touch him.
Oh, he's
He
okay,
hurt.
right? Who's that? Is that Lucy from class? I don't think
Oh,
I.
yeah, this is she's a hero.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does
Right
metal
now,
stuff.
we're just-
She's copper. Metal.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You guys get new friends all the time, huh? I just do this by myself. I should hang out with you more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be Hey, I'm
Well,
You always hang out together? Like
All
it's
the
all
time.
you're always together.
yeah.
Whoa. That's cool. I'm gonna start a
We-
guild too.
We're not done yet. We need to get into the basement. We need to save her.
Wait, who? What's going on?
Well, hold on.
They-
What about Lucy and Sam?
We
We-
can't leave him here. We'll have to take him with us. But
Sensor kind of like moves forward. He says, "Perhaps I can go, maybe with Smoke Mancer and the Ambassador. They could help the easiest."
I hold Sam closer to me. You want to take him somewhere?
To a hospital? The boy's hurt.
I look to Jack. What should I do?
I go over to Sam to kind of like check on him. Hospital will be good, but I can at least help a little in the meantime.
Thank you.
So I'd like to transfer some of my vitality to Sam.
Jack, I don't
Like
mean
as I'm putting my hand out, I
Uh,
look to you.
we should you give Lucy that? Or
I can give them both.
oh, is that how it works?
You, Jack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unleash your powers, please, Jack.
Mm-hmm. Is combat officially over?
Combat is officially over.
Okie dokie. 14.
Okay. You're able to sort of resist your urge,
Mm-hmm.
and you heal them. I'm going to say since you rolled a 14 and you really killed that roll, you only have to mark one doom track.
Oh God.
Okay. All right. So they would look a lot better, and I would look a little smaller and a little weaker.
Okay. Yeah, I think that they sort of are breathing a bit easier. Roll your comfort and support.
Oh, me? Oh boy.
Yeah, comfort or support. Roll plus your mundane.
That's a -2.
It's okay, man. You're gonna kill it.
That's a 5.
That's a 5.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Okay. So I think what happens is, I think Copper, you kind of like take a deep breath. You still got all your conditions on you, unfortunately, but you take a deep breath and you kind of wake up. And totally not because he's absent tonight. Phonic Fighter is seemingly stays unconscious.
Yeah, I didn't comfort
Sam?
him well enough. He's okay. He just needs to rest.
Yeah, you should
Hospital is what he needs.
probably has
Lucy
another.
should go to the hospital too.
Where's Bob?
I'm holding you.
Copper, he's right there.
I'm really sorry. She took a hit from my gravitic blast thing.
I'll get you back for this.
Please don't. That was an accident. Can I let you down, or are you?
No.
Okay. I'll just carry you. Okay.
Thanks.
Regardless,
Can you?
somebody needs to get them out of here, and we need to find Hannah.
Yeah.
Well,
I hold Sam out for whoever's gonna take him.
He'll be okay.
Yeah, Smoke Mancer kind of like, you see like the sort of smoke that he breathes out with his cigar starts to like form, and it kind of makes like a chair for Phonic Fighter. You just kind of rest him into the chair.
oh, that's useful.
He'll be okay.
So, like, you guys want me to go? Because I can stay. It'll be
Take
fine.
care of them and make sure that Sensor and Smoke Mancer can get to the hospital safely.
Come on, man. Let's get out of here.
Who's that?
Well, who's what?
That new guy.
Oh, that's Kyle. That's Poloculus. You know, the
I'm
leader
for
of the
sure.
cross team.
Like, I'm probably standing holding like an Estrella head.
Oh,
Like I'm
Jesus.
looking at something like, what the hell happened here? Is that supposed to be Estrella? Hey, you look kind of different anyway, right? But then there's what is going on?
Just put it down. What's wrong with you?
I don't understand. Did they clone you? What is that?
Jack's dad made like 1 million of them.
Why?
Yeah.
He's a prick.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry to hear that, Jack.
Dr. Gray. Dr. Gray
Copper?
decided to make several of the sort of upgraded versions of Estrella to defend the city when the heroes were not able to. Unfortunately, they have been used for other purposes.
He Ultroned Estrella.
Sort of sentineled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll like, hey, Copper, Lucy, right? I think I've seen you at school. I'm a senior. I'm on the lacrosse team. I have a big visor on my eyes.
Oh, the one we made. For you.
Yeah.
I'll lift the visor up real quick, just like this.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
He's the captain of the lacrosse team.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
Hey,
good guy.
Kyle.
Yeah. So are
I
we
guess,
going down to the basement?
Yeah. Yes.
Do you? I guess I'll come with you, right? I guess I'll stick with you guys if that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
no, we need
count
it.
your person too, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, you might not have seen them. I don't know. I'll stick with you anyway.
I think I can walk now, Bob. Thank you.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. Okay, good. There we go. I was real worried for the stairs there. All right.
I smack him in the head. Just real fast. Just a tap. It's like, that's for earlier.
You're like 4 foot nothing. I wouldn't do that. Kyle, is there Poloculus? Sorry, Jack. just before we do, what's this shadow get like? Can he be any shadow? Just so we can you like fill us in, just so we know?
He's really hard to spot at night, but you'll never see him in the day, so I've been chasing him all over. He's really hard to see because he's just a void of light. Like, sometimes if you look, and you really gotta look hard, you can kind of make out like eyes. They look kind of red and evil, like you'd expect, right? He can control shadows and move through them, and sometimes he's there and then he's behind you and hitting you, and yeah, I'm invincible, so it doesn't hurt too bad, but he's really annoying.
All right.
Yeah, he's been around for a long time too. He should be like, I don't know, he's got to be like 100.
Well,
do those visors help with seeing him?
Oh, well, kinda. Sometimes I can't do like kind of night vision, and I can do heat sensing and stuff. It's cool. I really Jack made it, but I don't. And then Estrella helped, and there's like buttons on it that I still don't know. Like this one, I don't know what this does. It just doesn't seem to do anything.
We should.
There's like a light in your house that keeps turning on and off.
Yeah, but like for sure, it's just linked to something I've not worked out. Like, so I swiped over to the house. There's just a lamp that's turning on and off.
But yeah, like sometimes it helps and sometimes it does. Again, he kind of just vanishes into shadows, so I don't even know if he's there sometimes. Like if you look at that corner, like it's all he could be there. He could be there, but then if he doesn't want to be, he just zips and he's in the shadow. Like it's like he can go in the shadows, and then he's behind you. I can't see behind. It's really annoying.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Anyway, I had been looking all over. I
Thanks,
thought
man.
he'd be
Thank
here.
you.
I kind of. This is where. Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't matter. So, hi, Sensor.
Sensor just he looks like not too great, like he's trying to help with Phonic Fighter and whatnot. And he says,
It's good to see you again, Polaculus.
It's good to see you, sir.
You'll excuse
Are you
me.
okay?
I'm not doing very well. It's better if we get Phonic Fighter and out of here soon.
Yeah,
We
we
should
need
take
to
him
get
to
down to
hospital.
the basement. We need to go.
Yeah. Let's go.
Mr. Ferguson, are you still good to go?
Of course.
Yeah, if you need to stay behind, or does he look hurt at all, or no?
he's a little banged up. He's got like
Okay.
the anime scratches on him.
Okay, all right. So he's as banged up as we are, then, basically.
Yeah.
Well, we're probably a little more. All right.
Listen here, I rolled well.
I didn't.
All right, I think the basement is where they came from. And like I'm pointing to Upgrade and Augur. Ambassador,
Yeah.
are you able to restrain them in smoke and turn them into the police?
Restrain? Yeah, I can do that. You want to
Take them out of here.
Oh, yeah. I can
Yeah.
totally do that. No problem.
Get them to the police.
All right. See, I'm helping.
Yeah.
Thank
yeah.
you.
Make sure they don't get out, though. They'll probably kill
careful.
you. So,
Oh, for real?
Yes.
yeah. So,
Yeah, that'd be bad. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's call the cops like right now.
He's just like
I'll call.
when he blows out his freaking vape.
Okay, let's get going.
Yeah. Following Jack.
What are we looking for, guys?
Basement lab.
So
It's
Censor, Ambassador, and Smokemancer head off. Maestro and Bjorn have sort of joined up with you guys here, as well as Polaculus. Yeah, Bjorn is kind of like breathing heavy, and he says,
So, where's the next group? We're going downstairs, Bjorn.
"Downstairs? Is there more bad guys there? My axe is still sharp. We can
Good,
do
we'll need
this." "Well said, Bjorn. Well said. So, a little traveling music?
No, Maestro.
Oh, but everyone's mood seems to be so down.
We still haven't found Hannah, you idiot.
All right, all right. There's no reason to get upset, my good man. Anyway, onwards and downwards, I suppose.
But quietly. I'm sorry.
Should we not call for like backup or anything?
This was our backup, Bob.
Yeah, okay.
And I think Poloculus is about as best as we're going to get for backup. So that's great.
Sure, if that's a
Yeah.
compliment or.
Sorry, it was meant to be.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Is it? Shall I? Do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take lead with you.
Okay.
I'm gonna head to wherever the basement is, or is it obvious?
So
I'm heading toward where they were to look around.
Yeah, so Augur and Upgrade came. You guys are kind of like in this half of the warehouse on this side here. On this side, on the side, sort of facing the facade of the building, where the loading docks are. That's where the sort of medical room is set up for Dr. Gray. What the hell happened? Why is everybody's camera in the wrong spot? What the fuck just happened?
Uh-oh.
That was rando. What? Oh, I know what happened. My bad. I'll fix it. It's because if the window's a different size, it like messes with the position.
Oh my
okay.
god.
So, anyway, the room with Dr. Gray was kind of like on this side here. They kind of came from this area down here. There's like a hallway, and you can see that there's another kind of like office type room that's in that sort of corner. But there's no like stairwell or anything like that.
Okay. If you see anything, let me know. I'll look around, and I'll do an assess.
I'd like to do that as well.
Jack, you don't suppose this could be like a secret thing like bad rats, huh?
It probably is.
Okay, I'll go check the offices.
So yeah, I'd love to roll an assess.
Okay, give me an assess roll.
9.
On a 9, you
Can I assist?
Can we do team points here,
you'd have to
Yep.
use a team point to assist.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
Mhm.
are you gonna use one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to just
Okay.
see if I can search the database to see if I know of a secret way into the secret lab that he had.
Okay.
Okay. So then what here can I use to access the basement?
Okay. So, we kind of like follow Bob, and inside the office there looks like a kind of regular sort of looking office space. You could see like file cabinets, desk, desk lamp on there.
Definitely in here.
And like there's kind of like windows high up that are kind of like looking out onto the out into the night, and you can see that there's some like fluorescent lights that are kind of like hanging down, but they're turned off. Only the desk lamp is on, and the you can see that there's some stuff that's probably been like rattled off of the desk from the fighting. It's just kind of like fell onto the floor. There's a one of the cabinets, one of the filing cabinets, Blight, looks like one of the drawers is kind of like open, and you see that like there is swing marks, like it's kind of it looks like it swings away from the wall.
Got it. Like scrape marks kind of on the floor sort
Yeah.
of thing. Okay. And then the final question, since we used a team point for 10, would be what here's the biggest threat? So I'm looking for traps or, cameras or both, that sort of thing.
There's definitely an active camera in this room, for sure, and it's pointed like right at the filing cabinets.
Okay. So I point this out to like both the camera and the the door, probably to Poloculus because you've been standing like next to me, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Can you, and I point at that, just break that real quick?
Yeah, sure.
And I'll just do a little tiny
Eye blast.
ivy. Yeah.
Yeah, the camera just like shatters. Like,
Perfect. They'll know we're coming, but at least they won't see the rest of the people joining us in this room.
Right, yeah. They'll think it's just me and you.
Hopefully. This cabinet looks like it can move, and I kind of yell out, "It's in here!"
Yeah, I
following
told you to be
through.
in the office.
You were right.
Good job, Bob.
This slide's open.
Oh yeah.
You think
good
it's
find.
booby trap? Maybe I should just pull it. If it explodes, it won't
Yeah.
hurt me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Back up 5 feet.
Going out of the room.
I'll tug at it and move it because it could be one of those ones where you like have to find a lever somewhere, but I'll just pull it first to see if it moves out of the way.
yeah. So you kind of like test the filing cabinet. You basically looking at it. The first 2 drawers like don't open, but the bottom one has been. You can see that it's been kind of like pulled out. And inside the bottom one, you find like a sort of trigger, basically, on the top portion of the drawer, and you kind of like put your hand in there and hit the switch, and then you hear like a you hear like a locking sound.
Is that a bomb?
No, I think it unlocked something.
See if you can pull it open now.
All right.
I'll pull it in again.
Slides up.
Okay.
Seems like it's on rails underneath that you can't see, and it just kind of like it makes like a small connection with the floor, but you kind of pull it open. Ahead of you, you can see a sort of illuminated hallway, and some like basic fluorescent lights kind of illuminating a dark hallway that appears to be a sort of like a tile kind of running through, like it's sort of like a white tile, but the fluorescent lights are kind of spaced out so that there's like a bit of darkness in between each. As you sort of like look in, the hallway seems to go on for a bit, and you can tell that it's kind of a ramp, like it's moving downwards.
down a
Yeah,
little
it's
bit.
sloping downwards. Yeah.
Okay, for sure. This is the way in, but I guess they're gonna know we're coming. They might be waiting.
Yeah, everyone on your guard. Be ready for a fight.
Oh, and don't forget to look at the shadows.
Right.
Yeah.
I can. I'll go first, and I can float so I don't make a sound.
I'd like
Alright.
to armor them up again with my
Yeah.
metal sheets.
I make everyone lighter as well.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
So for mechanical sake, what would happen here is that would be like team points if something happens. You guys have 1 team point left that will carry you into the next fight.
Okay.
So be wary of that.
Okay.
1 potentially, if I'm leading the fight, I'll add 1 to that.
So
But good to know.
as people kind of like position themselves in the hallway's probably about 10 feet wide, and it's like I said, it's kind of like weirdly lit, and like these fluorescent lights are spread out, so there's like little chunks of darkness as you make your way. Just to be clear, how are you guys moving down the hallway? In what order?
Where's Jack?
I'd be like 5 feet behind Poloculus since he said he was going to float to kind of be
I'll
a little
probably be
silent.
first. Yeah, floating along.
Right behind Bob.
I'm by
Yeah.
Jack.
So from the back, it'd be Lucy, Bob, Estrella, Jack,
And
Poloculus.
we're Estrella and I are like side by side.
So, Mrs. Ferguson's husband, by the way, Brad, is known. His superhero name is Superball. He's an old school like hero, basically from like the 90s. I mean, you might have seen him like use his powers like a little bit since you arrived, but not tremendously. He's got a sort of he can sort of turn himself into sort of like a gummy kind of like a Super Bowl, like one of those kinds of things, and he can kind of change his molecular structure a little bit. I think he's probably right behind Poloculus. Bjorn is probably somewhere along the middle of the pack here with you guys.
Is Bjorn just Thor?
Bjorn is like a heavy metal. He's like a heavy metal superhero
with a literal axe.
He's got an axe guitar. He's got an axe guitar, like Brutal Legend.
Brutal Legend, yeah. Okay.
His powers are that he kind of like rages out. He's generally like a pretty nice guy, but when he sort of like starts to scream and go full death metal, like he gets like kind of ragey.
He's like a barbarian, essentially, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Or berserker, yeah.
Yeah. So, you guys are moving along this kind of like eerie hallway. You can see that there's cameras every few feet or so as well. And this like very unpleasant smell is kind of wafting down the hallway. It's a sort of acrid kind of, almost like a burning metal kind of smell.
What is that?
I don't know.
Hey, Copper, do you know what that is?
She's very quiet.
I'm not sure.
Is it a metal burning or is it something else?
Smells like
know what metal it would be from smelling it?
No, I'm not an expert on metal. I just move it, honestly.
Fair enough.
Oh, you can move metal?
Well, yeah, I can bend it.
Oh, that's cool.
Jack,
Yeah.
Do a lot more than bend.
I have to tell you something.
What?
It's about your dad. I did something really bad.
What?
I don't know how to say it. I can't say it.
Okay. Then don't. It's fine for now. We can talk about it later.
But what if something happens to you?
I'm done with him.
Okay.
I may have misunderstood him, but he was still not great. I healed him a little bit, so maybe he'll survive. But if he doesn't, I'm not going to be heartbroken. I wanted to give him a second chance. But you can tell me later.
Okay.
If you learn something else from him, we can figure it out later. I'm going to keep walking.
Same.
Okay. Continuing on down the hall that slopes downwards, you can smell this smell like more intensely. There's some signs, Poloculus, that you see like on the wall up ahead. It says, you notice that there's like a T junction ahead, and a sign for each T junction. One says containment. The other says lab.
We want the lab, right?
Do we... or both?
Are you suggesting we split up?
No,
I don't know. I mean, I don't know why you guys. You're looking for someone called Hannah?
Yeah,
Like
Mrs.
this-
Ferguson.
Our teacher.
The chemistry
name's
teacher.
Hannah?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
and Mr.
And this is her
Ferguson.
husband.
This is her husband. Yeah.
I think I probably know that. And then like it all like the penny drops. I'm like,
Oh, that's why he's so like sad.
Yeah.
Okay, crazy.
I think, and I kind of like make a glance toward Mr. Ferguson. I think we should check the lab first.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I thought we were looking for like bad guys.
Well, that too.
Both. Search
I
and
didn't know it
rescue.
was a rescue. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Lab.
Lab
I'll
first.
go ahead.
I'll probably speed up and like kind of straight up fly now instead of float kind of
So
thing.
the directions basically on the T junction wall, lab going to the right and the containment going to the left.
Yeah, I'll head right.
Okay.
I'll follow in.
The lab has a set of sort of futuristic looking security doors. You can see that there is a device to the left of the doors. It's sort of like recessed a little bit, almost looks like an ATM kind of machine kind of look to it. There is a screen and there's like a number pad there. What do you do?
There's a screen there. I look to see if there's any like biometrics or something like that on this pad as I walk up behind Poloculus.
Yeah, definitely. There is what appears to be like there's a handprint and a retinal scanner on there.
I'm gonna see if my dad had me in the system. And I kind of lean in to the retinal and put my hand on it.
Okay. You see the display kind of like analyzing. You can see like your hand like show up on the display and like little HUD like things start to pop up and like scanning your handprint and whatnot. You get like little like notations at the bottom that says like handprint deteriorating. And it says,
Come on.
subject identified, Jack Gray. Unauthorized access.
Damn it.
Is this metal?
Yep.
Hey, Copper, could you just
I was wondering if I think I might be able to.
If you can't,
Okay.
I'll break it.
how good of a kick do you have?
Can I
See if
try
can
and
open
can I try and open it?
You're going to just use your powers to do this?
Yeah, if it's made
Okay.
out of metal.
Yeah. Unleash your powers, please. Roll plus your freak.
Alrighty. Let's see.
Plus, please.
That's a 4.
I'm not rolling well today. Yikes.
That's a 4.
Don't forget your potential.
Are you getting some
Oh yeah.
cracklies from somebody?
No?
No?
You guys didn't hear
I
that?
heard it for a second, but
Someone
Yeah,
crackled,
somebody's
it wasn't-
crackling.
Huh?
it might
Is
be
it
gone
me?
Might have been me.
Okay.
My audio was weird.
now.
I'm hearing it from somebody. No, it's not your headset, Iron
Is
Phoenix.
it- Oh, I hear
Oh, it's you,
it. It's
Whack.
you.
Me?
Yep, it's you, Wack.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's your
Yeah.
internet maybe.
Don,
Maybe not internet, but transfer Zoom host if you want.
Oh,
to.
maybe, yeah.
No, Jay's the host. That's not
I'm the
issue.
host.
Okay. Yeah. I have
What
no
the
idea.
hell
I
is
heard-
that?
No, I'm the host. You're the host?
I'm not.
Uh-oh.
I made this.
Weird.
1 second, everyone. Wax checking his audio.
Weird.
Hello, everyone. Have you heard
Hi.
of the Tablestory?
I'm going to
Patreon?
mute you guys real quick. I want to see something.
Never mind.
Check. Check. It's coming from them.
Hello, hello, hello.
While he's
Hello,
checking
hello,
that,
hello.
I'm gonna pee really quickly.
Hello,
Run.
hello, 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 hello.
Run.
It's coming from them. I don't know what the hell it is.
We can mute one by one.
You know what we're gonna do? Let's take our
Cameras,
break now. We'll take our break now, and we'll try and sort it out. And we'll come back in just a little bit, guys. Sorry for that. We'll see if we
Perfect
can get
timing.
it sorted. We'll be right back in just a little bit. Hang tight for more Identity Crisis. Sorry for the weird break. Be right back.
So
See you
many
soon.
things.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Tablestory Identity Crisis. Did I just hear the crack? I thought I did. I touched my microphone.
I'm like this.
I don't think so.
Don't touch it. Monka X in the chat.
I thought I heard it. Okay. Welcome back. Sorry for that. I don't know where the crackling was coming from. I don't know. My mixer's old. It could be my mixer. Who knows? I don't know. I can't figure it out. But welcome back. Why don't we get right back into things? Please make sure if you guys have not followed everybody here on the show that you please do so. Follows are free. They totally deserve it. And if you have yourself a Twitch Prime that you haven't used yet, consider using it on one of these wonderful people, please. If you have Amazon Prime, then you've got Twitch Prime. Just link them up, and you can get yourself a new sub to somebody here and get some emotes and stuff. If you want to help support Tablestory, one of the best ways you can do that is to head on over to the Patreon. We've got a ton of content, and Brad and Jay have both contributed a bunch of stuff this month.
Have I? What have I contributed? Have I done anything this month? Oh, God.
Of course, you did the backgrounds thing. That's the special thing for November. We sent that out already, but we'll send it out again at the end of the month as well.
I thought there was something else, and I was like, "Oh God, I haven't done it."
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. We still
That's
have
a streamer life, isn't it? Oh God, I haven't done it, even if it's got nothing to do.
Yeah, there was something else.
But let's hop back into things. The group has come to a T-junction as they are trying to look for their teacher and mentor, Mrs. Hannah Ferguson, the alchemist. And they've just come off a really big fight versus several villains. The group decided to head to the lab that they found down here, as well as the other option of heading towards a room called containment. They're heading to the lab first, and Lucy, you try to use your powers on these doors. You hear them like creak and groan, but these are like big, heavy doors, and they're made to sort of withstand a sort of an assault. They hold fast.
I feel like I just look really, really constipated trying to get these doors open, and it's just not working. And I'm trying really hard, but yeah, that was a bad
Okay.
roll.
I just try to kick them open.
Okay. Give me an unleash your powers.
Okie 8.
An 8. Okay. Mark a condition, or the GM will tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary.
Let's go with unstable.
Okay. You put foot to door. They make this horrible like creaking sound, and there's that like moment of, you know, when something gets hit really hard, that like transfer of energy happens, and you basically see this like footprint in the door. The doors creak on their hinges and then smacks downwards. As it does so, I think you kind of misjudge your balance, and you just start to like tumble forward into the lab ahead of everything else. You sort of slide on the door. It's this really awkward kind of scene that you guys see as Blight slides on the door and just kind of falls, sliding into the lab, smacking into what appears to be a sort of similar looking you see like a sort of similar looking station like you saw that he had in his lab, that had the sort of isolation kind of chamber thing to it, where it had that glass sort of overhang on the compartment. And there was there's kind of like a very wan light in here. It's very dark in here. There's a very small light at each of the stations, and you smack into the station that seems to be across from the door. The lab is lined with different like cabinets, and sort of some of them are glass up top, and you can see all these kind of vials and things all inside. and you sort of smack into one of these, denting the paneling on the front of this isolation chamber with your body as you slide in, and you hear this like horrible like short circuiting happening right behind you.
Look around.
Jack, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I need to.
Good stuff.
We need to look around and see if Mrs. Ferguson's in one of these. Keep your eyes peeled. There may be
There's-
someone else in here.
People in there?
So Jack,
no.
As you stand up, you can see that there is something inside the chamber that you kind of smacked into. There is a depressurization that's happening inside the chamber that you see. There's this sort of strange gas in here. And inside, you can see... You see Sydney.
Is he conscious? Is he sleeping?
There's several like alerts and things going off on the chamber. Basically,
More than one chamber?
yes.
There's lots of them.
Are there lots of Sydneys?
Do you start to look around?
Yes.
I'm like examining and looking at this.
Okay. Yeah, there's this kind of... The warnings that are coming up on the screen are saying you're saying like you're seeing life support failure.
Oh my god.
Atmospheric mixture imbalance. Sydney does not appear to be moving inside there.
Like no change from before and after.
They look like they're having trouble breathing, but unconscious. Like you see, like they're trying to take like large breaths. Basically, the nitrogen-oxygen mixture in the atmosphere here is off. So, I think, do you get the bends?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you get the bends basically when that happens. So they're kind of like taking these like really big sort of like gulps of air, but they're inhaling too much nitrogen as opposed to oxygen.
Okay, is this like it's just the thing itself has lost pressure, or is it open or like cracked open or something?
You damage the kind of inner workings of this chamber. The chamber's still sealed.
Okay, I'll probably try to like open it up since it's already depressurized. Like I'm looking a little panicked.
Okay.
If anyone's in the room or looking in the room at all, I don't know who else followed me. You
I
followed.
followed you in.
Are we all in?
I kind of figured that we would follow in.
Yeah, you guys are kind
Yeah.
of following.
Okay.
Check the other.
I
chamber.
check the other tanks. I immediately start checking the other
Hey,
chambers.
should we save the? Can I put like a kind of like gravitic barrier over? Is it just like a small chunk of the glass that's broken, or is the whole thing shattered?
I
The
broke
glass,
the
the
internal
glass
wall.
is not broken. There's a
Okay.
lower portion to this isolation
Okay.
chamber that you would assume would have the electronics and things, and
Okay,
maybe
never
various gases and other liquids that are required to keep this thing functioning. So that
we-
seems to be damaged.
Help this guy at all? Can we? Is that Sid? Like Sid?
I don't know.
Wow.
I have a bad feeling.
Okay.
But I'm gonna try to, if it doesn't have like an open button or something, I'm just gonna try to tear the thing open.
Okay. I think probably in your frantic kind of state while you're doing this, you're trying to find something and you just get pissed off and just kind of rip the fucking thing open.
Sure.
Yeah.
The first thing I do is check his eyes.
Okay, so a few things happen before that.
Please.
As you open up the chamber, you can see that the upper portion of this person's body looks like Sid, unclothed, completely naked. The lower portion of the body does not look like Sid or any human. It is feathered and avian-like.
Oh.
As you have opened the chamber, you can see that the thing that was kind of breathing, this thing seems to still be struggling to try and breathe normally.
So I'm checking its eyes after seeing this. Are they the same gray color as Sid's or something different?
You open up the eyes. They look like Sid's. The pupils don't seem to be tracking you at first. And then they move. You feel a hand on your wrist grabbing you, looking up, wide-eyed, staring at you. And it says, Master Jack, Master Jack, Master Jack, Master Jack, Master Jack, Master Jack, Master Jack. Where are we, Master Jack?
That's terrifying.
As Estrella and the rest of you are starting to spread out, you can see various bird-like versions of Sid in various chambers. In different sort of states. Some with sort of like upper body. Their upper body looks avian. Sort of Sid with sort of bird-like talons.
What's this?
What? Is this your dad?
Yeah,
And no, I don't.
he did this.
Doing
It has to be him.
Is there an empty chamber?
I look for an empty chamber.
Yes.
Yes. This one here.
I lift up this thing and go over to the empty chamber and try to. I'm probably trying to struggle to hold this and open that chamber next to you, Estrella.
I can open it.
Open it.
I'll open it.
And I set the thing down. You're gonna go to sleep. It'll be okay.
Master Jack. Master Jack.
Rest.
I try to help put him in and close the chamber.
Yeah.
Master Jack, are you feeling Master Jack?
And I try to turn it back on so it repressurizes and puts him to sleep.
Sort of returns to its position. You see, like, stasis enabled.
Do you see Mrs. Ferguson in any of these?
You guys look through this kind of horror show here.
Fuck.
And you can see that there is a second chamber that is also empty. There is a different display that's set up here, and it says DNA extracted. But
Look
no
at this
Mrs.
check.
Ferguson.
Wait, what?
I said, you don't see Mrs. Ferguson.
Oh.
I said, but you see a chamber that says DNA extracted on it.
Look at this, guys. Whose DNA?
What DNA?
Can I mess with the interface to see if I can see who, maybe a subject name or a number or anything that will tell me what was last in here?
Give me an assess.
Yes.
You came into some crazy stuff, man.
Something.
That's an 8.
An 8. Okay. So you get to ask me one question from the list.
What here can I use to find out what was in here? Whose DNA was extracted?
Okay. Basically, you go on to this into the panel here and just try and like look through it. You can see that there are
No, that's not it.
there's several entries previously. You can see that there's you can see that there's entries for various labels of test subjects.
No, it's not it.
You can see that there are entries for blight trials.
Oh my god.
You can see that there is a later entry for subject alchemist.
Oh my god. Jack.
What?
Look. I think it's Miss Ferguson, I think.
She was here.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this. I move over so they can read the entry about the alchemist.
Mr. Ferguson, she was here.
When's that timestamp?
Where the hell is she?
She might be in containment.
What are they doing in this place?
There's nothing in the entry other than the timestamp and the alchemist. That's it.
When was the timestamp?
An hour ago.
An hour ago.
We need to
You might
find
s-
her as fast as possible.
She might still be here. We gotta
Yeah.
move
Not
quick.
too late.
We
We've
need to
been here
move.
an hour, right? So
Let's go.
Can I erase her data?
What can I make you roll for this? Definitely need to make you roll something for this.
I mean, I will unleash my powers or wield my powers to try to
think this is
mind
a,
meld with this robot or something. Whatever you want.
I think that this is going to be a pierce the mask. I think that's
Okay.
kind of the closest thing that I can use here.
Did you pick that on purpose? Because you know I have it really low.
No,
All right, no, I don't.
I'm not like trying to find stuff
It's
that.
okay. It's okay. it's
Oh,
okay. I'm just
5 is
joking.
not good though.
I have a -2, so
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
you
thought
can.
I'd try.
So what happens is as you try to delete it, you can see that there is a basically you delete the local copy, and then
Yeah.
there's information that it was saved already previously off.
Okay, so they have her DNA. I don't know what they want it for. I tried to delete it, but I can only delete it from this stupid machine. Another copy's already been uploaded to wherever.
What does it all mean?
I don't know.
I don't know yet.
This is not good.
No.
I-
No, it really is.
What do we do now? Where do we go?
The other room.
Containment.
Containment.
Should
Yeah.
be obvious.
Let's not waste time.
Let's go.
I start to head out.
I'll go
Hey,
first.
wait. Are there like cameras in there that we could access from here, maybe from these computers? Maybe see what we're up against. Containment kind of makes me think that there's like a 30-foot tall thing in there.
Jack, are you okay?
But we have to keep moving.
All right.
We have to stop whatever this is. Whoever's doing this. Okay, let's go. Taking lead, Poloculus.
Yeah, sure. I'll go first. By the way, you guys are always messed up in weird shit, okay? I'm just gonna say that right now.
It's the first time
Okay, I thought
Poloculus is cursed since you've known him.
Yeah, it really is.
I thought your graveyard was creepy, okay? But this takes the biscuit.
And then I'm gonna fly out.
I'm gonna take Jack's hand while we walk.
Yeah, Jack is like definitely shaking.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to comfort.
Okay, go ahead. Try and comfort and support. I
Um,
think that's a mundane roll too.
it is, but I'm gonna use
ab-
I'm gonna use my freak move for it.
Gotcha.
All right.
Your thermodynamic miracle. Okay.
Yeah.
An 8 is a hit. What do you get to do with an 8? Comfort and support. They hear you. They mark potential clear condition or shift labels if they open up to you.
Okay. Yeah, Jack would.
So it's just a warm sensation that you're familiar with, just a comforting like warmth that I can send through your body a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, Jack. I stopped shaking as much, and I'm not as insecure as I was. And followed Poloculus out.
I also.
Hey, are we just before we go in there? Are we sure this isn't like? I don't know. Is this was that like really your dad up there, Jack?
Wait, what?
I'm because there's like a bunch of
That was him.
chambers and
That was him.
just we're not gonna like walk in and fight an army of your dad, yeah? Or like you.
Oh my god.
I don't think so.
I thought your dad was like some corporate guy.
Yeah, that's what he wanted you all to think.
Yeah, I think this is his hobby.
Yeah, something like that.
You guys are messed up, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Poloculus, if you don't want to keep going, you don't have to, but we really need you.
Yeah, no, I'm here. I'll help you guys out for sure, but I'm just a little confused, you know? And this is, well, I don't know. I've seen some weird stuff, but.
I think we need you.
This is
Yeah, okay. Anyway.
We really need you.
Yeah. I'm here. Let's go. Let me go first.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I would-
zoom up.
When he does that, I will also reach back and I will grab Bob's hand and I will grab Lucy's hand and I will squeeze them and I will also try to comfort them as well with the same warmth.
Okay. Give me 2 comfort or support rolls. This is going to be first one for Copper, second one for Kid Canuck. Wow, 2 successes, a 10 and a 14.
Jeez.
Fuck.
Okay. Very nice. So,
Shit.
yeah, you
Help
guys
yourself.
can mark potential clear condition or shift labels if you open up to her. And you also get to add a team point to the pool or clear condition yourself.
Or
Estrella.
one of each.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will actually. I have 2 conditions, so I'm gonna just go ahead and clear,
Clear
them
both of them.
Yep.
Okay.
As she grabs his, Bob was gonna, I'm really scared,
I know.
guys.
Me too.
Yeah, thank you for holding my hand, by the way.
Of course.
I think both of them are probably shaking a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, stay strong, guys. You're great. We can do this.
Yeah, you too.
Right. Let's go. We need to save her.
Yeah, sorry.
I think I've already flown off as well, by the way.
Yeah, Poloculus.
I was grabbing hands while walking. It wasn't like I was trying to stop people
Poloculus,
from moving.
Superball has kind of bounced his way to following you about the same speed. You and Superball approach the door, and there is another familiar kind of like ATM-like terminal here next to the door with a familiar-looking handprint and retinal scan.
I don't want to, like, just bust it down, you know? Like, what if Mrs. Ferguson's on the other side?
I'll try it.
He's kind of Superball is kind of like breathing like hard. You can see he's obviously trying to like contain his fucking rage about this entire thing, and these sort of like heavy steel doors are in front of you.
If we ran into the same problem we did at the other door, we'll have the same one here.
Well, it's
Hold
worth
them.
trying.
Yeah, pull them, don't kick them.
I'm gonna touch my hand to the thingy, the bio thing. It's worth a shot.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. You put your hand to the scanner. You put your retina up. It starts to like slowly do its scanning thing. As it's scanning your handprint, it says unrecognized identification. As it starts to do your retinal scan, it says error. Astraya bot. Error. 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 Please scan again.
I don't think that's going to work.
Could we use an untransformed Astraya bot?
I don't think so. I don't know if they have access like that, at least. They're not autonomous.
Yeah, that thing thought you were a bot.
It's worth a shot.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I don't think we have time to waste. I think we just need to break it open.
Okay, I stand aside.
If it's made out of metal, I can try again to pry it open.
I can also try.
That's a little quieter.
They already know we're here.
You
And I
said to
point
pull
like, the
in?
cameras. Pull it in just so it doesn't smash out and I don't run into the same problem.
Okay. I will try to do that.
Okay. So there's nothing to grab onto. So in terms of pulling it, I don't know. I mean,
Am
you're
I
gonna
able
gonna
to?
smack your hands in the seam.
Can I
and
like
try
pry it
and-
open enough for her to like get
I
her
want
hand
to try
through?
to melt it. Actually, can I like make it a little bit malleable and
Okay.
then try to pry it open?
Okay.
Wield my powers, I guess.
Yeah, wield your powers. A
9.
9 on an adult move. Wield your powers. When you wield your powers with precision or grace, roll plus
so
your
good.
freak, and on a hit, you choose one of those things. Take hold of something vulnerable to you. Create something useful from your environment to neutralize an opponent. Blah 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 blah. I think I know which one
Yeah,
you're doing.
I will create something useful. I'm gonna go ahead and like melt a doorway, like a walkway for us to enter
There
through.
you go.
Okay. Absolutely. You just kind of make the metal malleable and just kind of like stretches out. And inside, as you kind of make room for people to get in,
Damn. Okay.
Perfect. Thank
the
you.
inside of the containment area here, you can see that the room that you enter seems to be a bit smaller. it's probably about 10 feet deep and maybe like 20 feet wide, something about like that. The room has what appears to be like clear glass, like a glass partition, with, you can see like this half wall there. You know, the glass partition is probably about half the size of the room. It's shrunk in a little bit and has a kind of border around it, and like inside this room, you can see that there's what appears to be like a small like table area that's jutting out from the wall, from like the partition wall, and there's several like swivel chairs that are built into the ground in here, almost like a sort of viewing room of sorts. What do you guys do?
What do we? Jack, what do we do? Are you muted?
Yeah.
No one can see my mouth moving. 'Cause
No, we can't.
That's all right. We gotta move in, and if Poloculus doesn't move in first, Jack will walk by and take the lead.
You guys walk into the room. You see this. Beyond the glass, it's dark.
Is there a door next to the glass, you said, or just the glass?
So there's definitely another set of doors. They don't go into that sort of chamber area that you're seeing. They sort of are on the right side.
We gotta move in. There's nothing right here.
Are there
Okay,
any
well,
lights
find
for for behind the glass? Are there any light switches or panels or anything?
I think I won't make you roll like an assess here or anything.
Okay.
Sure.
This appears to be like a viewing room of sorts.
Okay.
There doesn't seem to be any kind of like control panel or anything here.
Okay.
There is.
It's almost like a police, like one-way glass kind of looking room.
Yeah.
There is something that's it's basically a sort of like black button with a speaker on it.
I go to it. Then I press the button. Hello?
You hear a
I don't think there's anyone in there.
Hello?
Should we go in?
I don't see a
hold
way
on, wait,
inside.
wait. Hold on, listen.
what
What?
do you
Yeah, hold
what,
on.
what do you
There's
want?
something-
What do you want from me?
Hannah?
Ferguson?
Hannah?
Mrs. Ferguson? Mrs. Ferguson, we're here for you.
Stop the mind games.
No.
Oh,
Go to
that's-
break the glass.
That's her.
Just I punch the glass.
Super Ball's already beaten you to it.
Miss Ferguson, it's Bob.
He's sort of positioned himself, bouncing off of the rear wall here, the same side as the door, and he flattens himself as flat as possible, and then just goes full speed into the wall. You feel this like horrible shaking as he smacks into the wall. Hannah! He's screaming her name, bouncing over and over again.
Can't get through.
Did it crack or do anything?
Doesn't seem to crack.
The
Hannah!
glass wall.
There's got to be a way in. I'm gonna try the door that there was.
Okay, the one on the right.
Is it a normal door or like the doors that we just broke through?
These doors are normal.
Yeah, I'm just fucking.
Mr.
trying to-
Ferguson,
Poloculus?
Hannah!
We're gonna go around. She's still there. We have time. Come on.
As you
Can
open up
I-
the door, Poloculus, you see a familiar sort of pitch blackness that does not make sense. The light doesn't seem to diffuse into this room. It's just a solid blackness. In the darkness, seemingly too far away, you see a sort of pair of snake-like eyes, barely visible, and you hear a sort of familiar voice.
Good evening, Poloculus. Or shall I call you Poloculus Jr.?
I knew it. Can I assume I have some version of night vision on this?
Absolutely.
On the super goggles that I got before?
Absolutely.
Can I like activate it?
Sure.
What I'm activating it for is not to see him, but to see if anyone else is in the room before I laser. So I want to just just before I even respond or anything.
Absolutely. I think it's like a weird kind of strange reading that you get. It's all distorted and odd. Like at first, like you think you can see the walls and stuff, and then they like quickly start to fill in with blackness, like inkiness, and the like you think you can see like I think you can see like for just the barest heartbeat, you can see a man in a very clean suit, a sort of very clean, well manicured looking man with sort of snake eyes, and they look very unassuming. I would say maybe shorter than average, like by a little bit, maybe just like slightly under average height, hands behind their back, a sort of all black suit, black shirt, black tie, black everything, and the like really well manicured hair and stuff, and it's gone. It's just gone. The night vision works for like a heartbeat, and it's gone.
I'm gonna.
Are you trying to succeed where many have failed before?
I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna do it. I've got you now.
Poloculus, what's going on?
Poloculus?
It's him.
There's a strange, weird resonance to everyone else's voice. They seem a little bit distant, and as you look back, you realize that you can't see the room that you were just in. It's just solid darkness.
Yeah, okay.
I'm taking the goggles off.
I'll go check on him.
Coming
Okay.
with you.
Estrella,
Come on, then.
as you walk forward to this room, it kind of looks like a normal room. You don't see Poloculus before you.
Poloculus? Where did he go?
Well, where's Kyle?
I don't know.
Poloculus?
They just gone?
Yeah, I mean the hallway's empty. There's no one in here.
Stay together. Don't split off. Mr. Ferguson with us.
Did you just
Poloculus.
leave us here?
What did you say you were trying to do?
I'm looking everywhere around the room at first to just see if I can see the eyes. But it's not really an assess. What I'm going to do is I'm going to float up into the air and I'm going to spin around a little and I'm just going to say,
Yeah, okay. All right. You're a shadow, but I'm the light.
and I'm just going to unleash like a huge burst like as wide of a spread as I can get of my I-beams.
Okay. Unleash your powers, please.
Unleash powers. Now, I don't actually have a lot in Freak, so... Bus is in the chat.
Bus!
Bus is in the chat, because I don't have Freak at all. I never had Freak. I need to light this whole room up and catch him and get him. All right, here we go. Freak, come on! Bam!
Oh! That's a 10.
Bam!
Okay. You hear this, like, kind of deep basso scream, and everything kind of like everything around you, like all this sort of shadow, you can see this like weird kind of ethereal looking haze, and you can see Estrella and Blight and Copper and Kid Canuck and all the rest of the group here kind of like moving around a strange room, but they're kind of like an off color. They look like almost like a purple kind of color. It's a deep sort of color. It looks like they just have had a filter placed on them on Photoshop or something. And it's a it's weird. And for like a second you kind of see this like well-dressed man looking around the room. You can see these like horrible black tendrils moving around from where his feet are. He seems like to have very good posture and things, but he's sort of like covering his eyes like really really like fully with his hands, and you can see this like horrible snake tongue like slither out from his mouth. It's sort of just moving all about kind of, and he says,
Damn you, boy. I will make that your last.
and please directly engage a threat. Roll plus your danger.
Okay.
Him!
Engage.
11.
Oh my god.
On a hit, trade blows.
Finally, Poloculus.
Yeah, Poloculus!
So you can see like
go,
these sort of like black shadow tentacles sort of like start to fly out from him, almost like Shikamaru from Naruto, and they kind of like zip out, and you can see them like heading towards you, and you just kind of like lift your visor up, like emptying full power into these things. On a hit, you trade blows. On a 10 plus, you pick 2 from the list there. Directly engage a threat.
Yeah. I will take something from them. What I want to do is cut the tendrils off with a line, just across the back end of the where the tendrils are. And then I would like to create an opportunity for my allies by keeping the light up to the best of my ability and hoping that it gives them the option to get in the room before there's like darkness. So I'm going to keep the power going. So I want to focus the beam for a second, cut the tendrils off so that he doesn't get me, and then I'm just going to keep the light kind of pouring out of my eyes and on a wide beam to try and continually light the room up.
Okay. I would like the 4 of you to go ahead and roll me a flat 2d6.
Okie dokie.
Bop.
Roll.
Oh,
Just been me
Well-
versus you this whole time, but now I got my friends.
Okay, so
-2.
Estrella and Copper, you both kind of see this like weird, strange rent in reality. This kind of like weird kind of black tear in sort of just floating in the air. And beyond it, it just kind of like brightens for a second. And beyond it, you can see this sort of man dressed in a suit that's seemingly being attacked by Poloculus. You see like the flash
Whoa.
of his eye beams kind of.
You see that? Yeah.
What?
Could that be what he was talking about earlier?
Blight,
Shadow, right?
Blight, you and Kid Canuck don't seem to have enough time, but Estrella,
Yes.
Copper, what are you doing?
I'm
Staying-
going in. I'm
jumping
going in.
or hop-
I'm going to
Yeah,
try
I'm
jumping
jumping
as well.
in.
Yeah. I want to
Okay.
jump in and help.
So, Estrella, you get through no problem. Copper, on the other hand, Copper, I'm going to need you to roll a defend someone. Plus your savior. Oh, that's a 5. That's a miss.
I
Uh-oh.
have terrible rolls today.
Oof. Look at all these fails in a row here.
Did you level up just today? Like,
Yeah, actually, I did.
So,
no, not yet. No more.
Copper, you see Estrella like jump into the rent in reality, basically. She hops in there. You see her do it, and you're probably like a bit shocked. Like, that's a weird tear in space-time. She just jumped in. Oh, and then like it just kind of like it takes like a second for you to register, but she just leaps in.
Yeah.
Before you're able to get there, it just kind of closes. Estrella, you see Poloculus and this sort of like small suited man. He's wearing like sunglasses, has like a really well coiffed kind of like gelled hair that's just kind of like very neat and combed well. He just kind of like an average looking body, like, you know, not really big or anything. But he's kind of, he looks like he's seemingly writhing in pain. You see all these strange sort of like black tentacles that have sort of been cut off, these strange shadow sort of tentacles that have been cut off. You see they've kind of manifested. The pieces that were cut off have kind of like manifested at this point, and they're kind of like writhing around. They sort of look like octopus tentacles that are kind of like moving about on the floor. They're very like a black kind of tentacle. And you can see like new ones are starting to grow where the other ones were cut off. And you can see,
I was hoping to take you quietly, boy.
is Poloculus on the ground or in the air?
Poloculus, I think is. You said you were flying, right? Or
Yeah.
did you not?
Yeah, I'm flying.
Okay.
I'm up in the air flying. My eyes are like wide open and I'm just creating a huge beam of light. And I'll say, no, not just me and you anymore. Estrella, can you hit him or something? Because I can't hold this up forever.
I bend down, I put both of my hands on the ground, and I'm gonna unleash or wield my powers, and I'm gonna burn the floor. I'm gonna set the floor ablaze.
Okay. Unleash your powers. Roll plus your freak.
Oh,
An
We'll hit
11.
holy God!
Wrecked.
You guys are rolling right when you need to make these rolls. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So the floor just, I think we get this like intense like camera shot, like a zoom in on Estrella's face as she like puts her hands poof, down on the ground. The camera follows down to the ground. We see your hands turn like bright red for a second, and then like the ground just erupts with fire. The floor just turning like red hot and spreading out from your hands. You can see it like grow ever closer to this shadow man, and his reaction is sort of like horrible. He sort of leaps backwards from all of you. He sort of he's gonna take. Sorry, I gotta pull out my sheet here.
It's wield powers, so on a over 10, I choose to take hold of something valuable, create something useful, or neutralize the opponent. I would like to neutralize the opponent and take something valuable.
Okay, so
Or take something vulnerable to you.
vulnerable.
Oh, vulnerable.
Vulnerable.
Oh, take hold of something vulnerable. Oh, well, then I will create something useful from the environment then.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you've essentially like made the floor like intolerable, right?
Yeah.
And you're trying to neutralize an opponent. You can see he's using his sort of these like shadow tendrils to kind of push himself like up off the ground. And they're kind of like having to do like a little bit of a. Have you ever seen those lizards that have to like do the dance on the hot desert?
Yeah.
You know,
Lava, the floor is lava.
yeah, he's kind of using the tendrils to like propel him upwards, and you can hear him just kind of growling. So what happens is, just so you guys understand the mechanics from a DM point of view, when villains take conditions, they get moves like in retaliation. And I think what's going to happen here is. Yeah, he's going to he's definitely angry. He is going to escalate the situation dangerously. So what I think happens is this sort of like strange shadow reality that he's got kind of going on here starts to distort, and you can see this like horrible sort of space-like display. It sort of looks like the room is just kind of endless, like just a straight up endless void at this point. Before you could kind of see like some walls. There was a general shape to it. And he says,
Damn you! He says, I won't take this lying down.
and out of this sort of formless void, you can see several other versions of him start to pour forth.
And he says, no! I can't control them!
And there's too many of them that just start pouring forth. You can see that these tendrils reach out from nothingness and seem to like grab him like on his arm, and he's just,
No, let me go, damn you! I control you!
and you can see he's like being pulled away. His tendrils are trying to grab on to whatever they can. They're kind of pulsating and trying to move through the fire. They're reacting to the fire, and they're just kind of recoiling. He has nothing to grab onto though, and he says,
Let me go!
and he just kind of gets pulled into this strange nothingness. Whereas now there are 6 sort of copies of him that are here. You can see that they're made of this strange, it looks like a weird sort of gel-like, ooze-like blackness that has a sort of strange shininess that's reflecting with the fire and with Poloculus's sort of eye blasts. What do you do?
Okay, so for my create something useful from the environment, I want to create a door back to them, our friends.
Okay, I think the portion of the sort of room that you've lit on fire has kind of like revealed part of it. You guys can see this fire on the other side start to spill out seemingly from nowhere. Like you guys are walking around this room. Loose, like Copper, you just saw Estrella jump in, so I'm guessing you probably, what the hell?
Whoa!
I'm guessing that you probably like were shocked to see this happen. You saw Estrella jump into this, and now fire's pouring out. Like you just told everybody, like Estrella just went into the middle of nowhere.
Guys,
Poloculus, go!
Huh? What? No, I can't let him get away.
What is?
I think it might be a entrance.
Are they in there?
Yeah, I think so. We should.
Going in.
What the hell's going on?
In the door.
This is my favorite, the darkest of metal. And
Oh my god.
Bjorn's like, oh yeah! Like Bjorn just like tears a riff on his guitar, and you can see him like
a rift.
no, he tears a riff. His spandex unitard kind of starts to glow, and he's sort of spinning his axe like on the strap like around his body, and he grabs it and takes the guitar off and just kind of starts swinging the axe around, and he rushes into the fire, and you just hear him like, through the fire and the flames.
Shall we carry on, brother? Can I make everyone lighter before they run in, so that they float above the fire?
Absolutely. Give me a unleash your powers.
All right, with a karate chop.
Please don't make us fall again.
Ha!
Oh,
That's
God.
a 12. No problem. You lift everybody over the fire into this strange void. Everyone kind of spills out in here. You guys can see Poloculus and Estrella again in this weird kind of void. They seem to be fighting several, like, salarymen looking dudes in black suits, but they have a weird appearance to them these guys are just kind of a strange, like, gummy version of themselves. They have this weird sort of candy-like texture. The fire sort of reflecting as well as Poloculus's visor blasts all along their sort of strange bodies. What do you guys do?
Can I charge my burn real quick?
Absolutely. Give me the burn roll.
Sorry, I gotta look up the playbook thing real quick.
Oh my god.
Conditions. Kapow. An 11.
Oh, that's a good one. You get yourself 3 burn on that, baby.
Ooh, fuck yeah, bud.
It's so hilarious how ridiculous the rolls are tonight. It's a combination of horrendous and amazing.
I was actually terrified there because I saw the word conditions and I was like, oh god, wait, oh no, I have to roll low, and then I remembered it's the other roll.
Okay, so you get yourself you get like a bonus for getting that too, right?
I'm trying to look up my playbook real quick. So
You get 3.
I have it. Hold on.
I don't mark like any conditions. I think if I do
Correct.
10+, that's the big thing.
thought
7
you
and 9
got, like,
mark
a-
a condition. On a miss, hold 2 burn. On a hit, hold 3 burn. That's it. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's the big thing is I just don't mark.
I think you add a team point, I thought.
No.
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Nope.
I wish.
Wishful thinking.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought I
So you
remembered
guys
something.
see like 6 of these figures kind of around, and they're sort of like converging on Poloculus and Estrella. Poloculus and Estrella, please directly engage. Roll plus your danger as these sort of shadow men. Wow, another
12?
another 12 and a 5.
Well,
Okay.
for a start.
Estrella, you just sort of like, I think, how do you react to this guy like as this thing like gets closer to you?
Can
You get to on directly engage. You trade blows on a 10+. Pick 2 from the list there.
am I able to use my adult move instead of the directly engage?
Do you have that
I do.
version?
I do. I have the
Yeah,
overwhelm of
absolutely.
vulnerable blow.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I would like to use that then.
Okay.
So it's on a 10, choose 2.
On a 10, choose 1.
So on overwhelm a vulnerable foe. So the
she's
Yeah.
correct.
adult move. I get
Oh,
to-
yeah. So it's bad things. It's bad things.
Yeah, so
That's
you
why you
choose,
choose
1
one.
on a 10 plus
You choose one.
for overwhelm.
Yeah, it's the second one.
Right.
It's not the first one. That's why.
Right. So on a hit, the fight's over. They're done. But I choose to. I hurt the foe more than I intended.
You
And
choose 1.
10
10
you
plus,
looking at-
choose 1.
Are you
Yeah,
looking
for
at the adult
overwhelm.
moves?
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay,
Dan
okay.
is
Oh, yeah,
correct.
you're right. You're right.
Yeah, because
Um,
they're bad
so-
consequences.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll hurt him
That's
more
okay.
than I intended.
Okay. Yeah. So I think how do you do this? Like, what's your engagement look
Yeah.
like?
I mean, how does he come at me?
I think the tendrils are just trying to find some kind of. They have this weird kind of purchase on seemingly non-existent terrain, right? Like they just kind of. You can only really see them based on the reflections of the light and the flame that you've kind of put here. So
Okay.
you see this like
So
weird.
I see it like on my arm.
The tendrils are
see-
trying to like push on ground that doesn't really exist, and somehow it's making its way closer to you. It's like reaching out with the tendrils. You see them kind of jab out like a spike.
Yeah. So I catch the reflection of one on my metal arm, and I see it coming for me, and I just like move out of the way, and I just smash it down onto the ground, and I guess let it splat onto the ground. and
Okay, yeah.
start-
This one just
Like a slug.
smashes. Absolutely. This one just kind of like disintegrates. You can see it probably makes this horrible like kind of sound as it squishes. A seemingly contrast sound to the one made previously. And Poloculus, unfortunately for you, you have a very different outcome. Probably surprised by the group of people that have sort of joined you, as
I'm
well
probably
as
freaking out that he's gone. Like I don't know if I'd be that bothered about his little clones. I'd just be like, no, where'd he go? Come on, where'd he go? Like I'm probably zoned in,
yeah.
trying to find him, like the one, because I'm expecting him to do his shadowy bullshit and zip away, and I had him.
Take a powerful blow as several of these guys tendrils reach out and kind of grab you.
Can I defend him with my shielding here at all?
Not on this one.
Okay.
I have never give up. When you take a powerful blow, you can roll Savior.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, get it. Bus. We want bus for this.
It's a really good roll.
Bus.
Bus in chat.
Bus.
Ugh.
Oh, that's a hit.
Yeah. You get
Where'd
some
it
shit for
go?
that. You get some extra shit for that.
All right, so
Mm-hmm.
where did I put your sheet?
Oh my god, I'm finally not hopeless when we're in combat. What's happening?
It's the first for me as well. I have just been rolling forever, right? Since
So,
no.
on a hit, you stand strong and you choose one. So,
So good.
take a powerful blow. Yeah, so use this move. Rolls plus save on a hit, you stand strong and choose one. So yeah, you get to choose one of the options that are there. You don't mark a condition.
I don't mark a condition. I just pick one.
Yep.
So you get an opportunity or an opening against your attacker. I think I'd like to take that. I wouldn't normally, I don't think, but I'm riled up, so
Okay.
I'd like
Yeah,
to
so
give
I think these things are like grabbing you, by like your legs and your arms. There's like 3 of them, I think, that are just kind of grabbing you. The tendrils slithering like up your legs and arms, and you can feel like the pressure, like they're trying to pull you apart, basically.
Can I try and slice them off with pieces of metal? Like,
Again, this is kind of like a separate thing. You guys have just entered. I want to kind of give him his moment,
am so
and then we'll
sorry.
kind of
Okay.
no problem.
Can I do one thing?
You have given yourself an opportunity to attack this guy. How do you want to do it?
Well, I just unlocked super strength and super senses
Ooh.
because I just leveled up. So I'm going to take the last 2 things that are in my little bullshit here.
Last
So
2
with, like,
powers?
Yeah, he gets the
You get like
legacy.
the full unlock? Oh,
I
shit.
want to do the full like all these tendrils are on me, and I just want to like whip them because they're attached to these dudes, or they're not. They're separate. These are the ones that were on the floor. Or
Yeah,
these are
they're attached to this guy. Seemingly, it's a weird kind of strange creature that's sort of been created here.
yeah,
and
I'm just gonna.
yeah,
unlock
what
super
does the
strength.
effect look like? Because this is the first time that you've kind of done this.
I think I'm just like. Poloculus doesn't really get angry, right? He gets kind of scared, he gets insecure, and he doesn't understand. But I think I'm actually kind of angry because, like, I'm not sure what happened with the dude. I don't know if he's escaped. I don't know if he's dead. I don't know what's happened, but it's made me really angry. So, like, there's a moment where I probably just like it's like a Super Saiyan probably like moment where I just kind of crackle with like this purplish energy, like my eye beams. I don't think I don't think there's like a huge muscle Roshi moment or anything. I think I just kind of like let out a scream, just like "Aah!" and then just access this strength. And suddenly these tendrils and this thing that it's attached to are super light to me. And I just want to whip him behind me, across the room, into the ceiling, whatever. I don't.
Okay.
I'm getting out of my way because I want to go after. I kind of want to go in the void. I don't know if it's still there, but that's like what I'm.
So I think you just kind of like smack these guys together, and then
Bang! Yeah. Discard them like trash.
not quite, unfortunately. It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't a an unleash your powers kind of thing. They get a move now. All right. So, yeah, they take another condition, and they get to another move basically when they get a condition. So you sort of smack them into each other. All of them sort of simultaneously like have this like horrible screech, and around you guys you can see that the fire starts to spread rapidly all around. And it's almost like it's caught like a dry building or something, and it just starts to like light up. You see it like the fire strangely cascade in weird ways. It's all deformed and odd, as if reality itself is kind of bent, and the entire place just gets super hot because it's on fire at this point. It's on fire, and things start crumbling in weird ways. You can see the walls don't make sense. I feel like if you've ever read like a Cthulhu novel, it's kind of like whenever there's a sort of reality bending moment, you see that, right? Like it's weird, kind of drippy. It doesn't make sense. And the air around you is just completely like, it's smoky and it smells horrible. Everybody's having trouble breathing. You can now, everybody else is sort of involved in this. You guys walk into this sort of strange scenario. You see Poloculus kind of like power up and toss these weird gel-like people. Estrella lets loose with her attacks as you guys walk in, and the rest of the group is kind of like, what is happening here?
No, you weren't supposed to come in.
Hey, we're in the...
I wanted us to get out.
Oh.
All around, the distorted fire and smoke and smells horribly acrid everywhere.
I don't know where we are, and I don't know how to get us out.
We should probably get out then.
Poloculus!
If I can't get out, none of you can. I'll take you all with me.
Everyone to me.
Okay.
I
We'll float over to Jack.
run over.
We're all like floating above the fire, right? So.
Tinkerbell.
And
Poloculus, if you die here, you can't finish him later.
I'm flying after the dude.
Oh,
Okay. Poloculus flies into a seemingly strange void. Is anybody trying to do anything else?
yeah, I want to try to stop him.
I will as well, depending on how you do it. You said first, so.
So, Estrella, roll plus your savior, please. You're trying to defend Poloculus.
I actually want to attack him.
Attack Poloculus?
Yeah.
How are you doing this?
Okay, listen, he can't take damage, so it's fine. I'm gonna try to knock him out, and I'm gonna try to do it. I'm just gonna try to bend down,
Physically, you're just gonna
power
try
up with my legs. Yep, and I'm just gonna lunge after him, and I'm just gonna leap, and I'm gonna punch him. I'm gonna try to punch him out.
You're gonna Estrella
Or
sure
tackle
you can
him. Yeah, I'm gonna try to grapple him or something. I just want to take him out of the air. Yeah.
Go bad.
Yeah.
Depending on how this goes. We'll
So, should that be my danger or
No, it's still a defensive one.
still defend? Okay.
Oh, fair.
That's a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is anybody
I'm
else
flying
trying
away,
to
like,
help?
I'm
Yeah.
straight up just flying like, you don't understand, guys.
Can I make him
So-
really heavy? Oh, sorry, Jack wanted to. never
So,
mind.
Yeah.
you guys have only one team point, unfortunately, for this fight.
Yeah.
So,
I block. Never mind.
I'd like to use infinite powers. And what I can do is pull an ability, not a move, but ability from another playbook. And I'd like to pull the Legacy's ability, Shadow Control.
Oh my god! Inspiration! That is so good!
Pog's in the chat.
wow. Okay.
Wow.
Oh,
I feel like you need some music for this. Damn. I've got
well fucking played.
I have no idea what the song sounds like. I don't remember. I'm gonna push the button and see what happens.
Oh, that Doom clock got marked. Oh, it absolutely did.
Jack.
This is not the right song.
Not good.
It's not the right one.
Definitely not.
It's not. That was That was not the right one. I'm
Da,
sorry.
da, 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 da.
Bob and Lucy are in the background with the trumpets.
I should have went with my first one.
A Kool-Aid guy with a cape busts through the door.
Let's go with the standard. So we see the sort of black veins stand out on Jack's, probably just portions of his face that are visible, maybe his hands, and these similar shadow-like tendrils start to splay out from him, and you feel this kind of strange grasping on your leg, Poloculus. Now, let me see here. Your infinite powers. Does that...
I'm doing something else than that. I am not targeting Poloculus.
Oh. What are you doing?
Oh my.
I'm pulling him out of the void and slamming it into a wall. Mr. Shadow.
Okay. Now, hold on. Your infinite powers, I don't know if that's just a straight it just works thing.
It's not. I have to roll Unleash My Powers for it.
Yeah.
I get the ability for the combat.
So you've taken your Doom track mark already.
Yep.
Okay.
I get a new power event essentially.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So
give me Unleash Your
Roll it.
Powers.
Rolling freak. Do I get captain
You know
bonus
what?
for this?
Do I want a bus?
You know what?
Do
This
I
is-
want a bus?
God, is this going to be Unleash Your Powers or Savior? This is still a Savior.
Okay. I was trying to not. I'm ignoring Poloculus, but if you call it a savior,
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. You are going for the guy. Yeah, Unleash Your
I'm
Powers.
going for Shadow. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And captain bonus or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty.
Bus,
Get that bus. That's an 11.
That's an 11. Okay. So, I don't even know how to describe this. This is a strange void-like realm, but the sort of strange candy-like tendrils reach out seemingly into the void. I think you see Jack's eyes go completely black, and this kind of like these black tendrils almost extend out from his eyes as well, just spreading across his face. And Jack, you can see this in there. You see this sort of shape of a man that seemingly, it looks like he's being pulled apart by these other tendrils, but you grasp him with your own and just rip him from them. You see Poloculus heading completely in the wrong direction into like this blank void. And for you, for this moment, you can see the things that are there. And it truly terrifies you. You see horrible creatures, horrible teeth and tentacles and eyes and formless shapes, bubbling skin, and the worst, most wretched things that you can imagine. But for a moment, you are in harmony with these creatures and shapes and things. You understand them and their choices. Everything has a purpose. And just for a moment, you can understand and you can see them. You get them. You see Shadow, a man trying to control powers that are beyond him. You know what lies here, because this is where your power comes from. You wrench Shadow free from these tendrils, ripping him from the void, tearing him away, and throwing him through the rent in reality. Thud, smack. Back into the containment room. You hear him say,
No, but I saw it. I finally saw it. Why? Why?
and he's just kind of crawling on the ground, horrible wails coming from him. He seems bereft full of emotion, but Poloculus flies further into the void.
I can't let him get away.
He's out of there! Get out!
I still see him, right? Like over there.
You can't see him.
I thought
you
I could
just
see him one way.
Yeah, it's when he was kind of pulled into the void, you kind of like lost track of him.
No, not again.
This is the one that I like. This is a good one. He's just kind of pulled into the void, and you sort of sent yourself. You hear the group sort of say, "We've got him! We've got him!" What do?
Me or him?
You.
Well, I guess. I'm looking for him. So, I'll do another sweep of the room to see if I see.
Give me an
'cause
assess.
There are versions of him, right?
Give me an assess the situation.
Okay.
This might be the most important roll you've ever made.
Yeah, I have a be mindful of your surroundings when you assess the situation before entering a fight. Never mind, before.
Oof.
All right.
Roll high.
What is assess? What is assess? Is that
Plus your superior.
with superior? Okay. Sorry, I'm still scrub. Here we go. All right.
Bus.
I have heightened senses now.
Fuck!
That's a
Poloculus
4.
every time.
That's a 4.
Okay.
You can mark
I mean, I'm still-
potential.
Yay!
You guys hear Poloculus's voice fade.
Can't let him get away.
Poloculus!
Not again.
You lose track
Not
of him.
this time. I got him. Got him.
Do I still see him in there with my clarity?
No.
I'd like to use
Jack.
my final moment of truth.
Oh.
The moment of truth. The final one for the doomed. This is a difficult one. The doomed's moment of truth. The prickly, tingling fear of your doom always in your head. It holds you back most of the time. But right here, right now, it gives you the confidence to do anything. After all, what's the worst that could happen? Is it worse than your doom? Do impossible things. Do anything. Your final moment of truth. What do?
I step into the void and track him down and pull him with everything I have to pull him away from all of the nightmares and the beasts that are trying to take him in.
You see he's just being sort of attacked by these tentacles, like grabbing him, these tendrils all over the place, sort of pulling. You can see he's like using his super strength and just kind of tearing some, but another one just comes to grab him, and he's trying his best, but he is being enveloped in the darkness. You see the tentacles and the tendrils and the eyes focus on him. There is more energy being added. There is more here. You understand. You understand that every ounce of energy is needed for the goals to be accomplished. They are needed. What is this creature that is entering our domain. It is as us. It is as we. We see. We. What is this? It is us. What do you do, Blight?
I am drawing upon that energy using my vitality absorption, which now I understand is rooted in this void, this blight that is underneath everything, and am pulling Poloculus closer to me until I can grab him. And once I can grab him, I do my best to throw us both out of the void and shut it.
You grab Poloculus. Seemingly from nowhere, the rest of you see Poloculus and Blight fly forth from the void. This sort of blackness is spread out from the eyes of Blight. These
Jack?
wriggling tendrils moving all about him. They're wrapped around Poloculus, and you see him launch forward, sort of cannonballing into the rest of you, pushing everyone out with these tendrils out of the void. You feel this like weird sort of tearing paper sensation, and back into the containment room you go.
No. No. Why? I almost had him.
Why? Why? No, please.
Huh?
What have you done?
What? Where's Jack?
Jack, are you okay?
You've seen it, haven't you? You've seen it.
And you see this like salary man like walk up to Blight, and he's reaching out a hand. And you recognize him, Poloculus. It's Shadow.
Huh.
But he doesn't seem to have his power.
I got you now.
I'm gonna grab him, drag him back.
He's just a man.
Yeah.
You easily pull him. There's no shadow. There is no power in this person. Almost as
I'll
if it's
hold
been
him.
torn away.
One hand, hold him, lift him up off the ground.
I got you. I finally got you. Oh, my grandpa's gonna have a lot to say about this.
Oh my god. Jack, you did it. That was incredible. Jack?
Jack, are you okay?
Jack, what's wrong?
Sorry.
What?
And
What do you
Jack
mean?
collapses.
I run to him.
What's wrong with him?
Jack, are you okay?
What did you do to him?
No.
He saw it. He saw it.
What
He
did you
must-
see?
He
Jack?
he saw the other place. He saw it.
Can I throw him against something? Probably way harder than I expect. Boom.
Jack? Don't do this to me, Jack, please. Sid's gone. I'll be all alone. Please.
What do we see when we look at Jack?
The sort of black tendrils have spread out from his eyes.
Jack, please.
You can see them crawling all over him.
I used my final moment of truth.
Alrighty. The newborn's moment of truth. Something snaps into focus, and suddenly you're a full thing, true and complete. You'd never have known how fragmented you were before, if not for here, this moment. You're not a series of individual lessons. You're not a series of subroutines and programs. You're a person. This must be what it's like to be human. And this fullness, it gives you a control over yourself, a unity of purpose you've never experienced before. Of course, now that you're showing off all your potential, it's only a matter of time before someone comes forward to reduce you to a machine again.
They can't.
And that's where we end the session today.
What the
Oh my fucking god. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh man. Wacky pissed off chat.
I do it every week. I'm used to it.
Oh, dude.
I'd like you to know that I'm upsetty spaghetti. That's all. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Fuck you. Why are you doing
I'm
this?
glad I could help.
Don't evil laugh. What is this?
Oh,
Oh my god.
Whack is a meaning ingredient.
I'm all right with this.
Poloculus is okay.
I'm all right with this.
Yay.
Yeah.
So why don't we go around the room and let's do some shout outs and end of session stuff. I think we can do this for the whole end of session music. I think this is appropriate. Copper, VO, you want to start us off?
Sure. Hello. I am VO. I was playing Lucy Copper Anderson. Other than that, I you can find me over on twitch.tv/VO. That's where I do all types of variety stuff and whatnot. And role playing on this channel every Friday. Next Friday is the last one. No! I'm sad. Okay. Anyways, yeah. Sorry, I'm like still taken back by that whole thing. I was crying my eyes out. I'm gonna go closer to the team. Specifically, Estrella. She held my hand. That made me feel very good.
Okay.
I'm gonna mark potential and level up.
Okay. Fair enough. And where can people find you where you do all the stuff and the things?
Oh, twitch.tv/VO or over on Twitter at VOTCZ. Just don't look at Jay's Twitter from yesterday, thanks.
Thank you. PB?
Hi, I'm Pumpkinberry. You can find me at twitch.tv/Pumpkinberry, at Twitter at the same handle. I'm also here on Tuesdays for Darkfire. And I'm actually going to abstain from doing anything yet because I just used my final moment of truth. So I'd like to see that through, if Wack's okay with that.
Okay. Poloculus, Brad.
Poloculus
Well,
is
actually,
still here.
PB, you guys got to follow PB and do all the stuff. PB, what are you doing lately?
What? I'm here. You guys can go check out Stygian Gate. That would be awesome. I just
Pumpkinberry's here.
And go follow
Yeah.
PB, please. Go do it.
Yes, please.
yeah.
Go sub. Brad.
Hello. I don't need to do end of session shit because I will never be in this again.
You're not coming back for the finale?
I guess not.
You're just gonna leave us hanging?
Well, who are we kicking out for the finale then?
No
That's
one.
right. Oh, Dan. Of course. That makes sense. Yeah, I guess. I mean, just in case I'm back for the finale, I will go into my own image of myself. I guess I'll do a final, in case we release these characters, I'll do a final thing. I'll reduce Savior and up Freak because it's the first time I've ever rolled Freak. But I was also not doing Savior things. I was doing it normally,
Selfish. Yes. You're being
yeah,
selfish.
is all about defense and the team and stuff. At first, he was trying to be, with the team, but then he thought the thing went away. And that was his villain. That's his arch nemesis. And also his grandpa's arch nemesis. It's a bad guy that's been around for a long time or whatever. I don't know exactly.
Not anymore.
Yeah, that was... It was crazy. Thanks for having me on the show again, peeps. I hope I didn't ruin it too much. Oops.
I got Jack killed. It's not a big deal.
Hey, I mean, I'm invincible. I'm sure I would have been fine.
Just slowly driven mad over millennia.
What a great series. In case I'm not here next week, I don't see why I would be. So thanks for having me on. I'm glad that I was in it somewhat a few times. It was really fun playing Superman Cyclops. Poloculus, by the way, the name, because we never really spoke about it, right? When me and Wack were trying to come up with a name, it was so difficult to come up with one that it just means Paladin Oculus Eye.
Jesus Christ.
His stats are all like defense based, like, and he's an eye beam, dude. That's
Fucking
all.
paladins.
Wow.
Paladin Oculus. Although he didn't really, the weird character, really. Yeah, thanks for having me on. You can follow my channel if you want. I don't recommend it. Instead, why not watch Darkfire on a Tuesday? I run that. That's a D&D show with a couple of these losers in it. I also play in Ragtags on a Thursday, and my character in that died to tentacles. And in our previous thing, my other character jumped into a void naked with a dragon. And that was the end of that we last saw of Captain Maud Buckler. So it's really, I was having a lot of PTSD flashbacks to previous characters dying and being dragged into
This is,
voids
of course, the character that you made. This. Sorry, I can't speak anymore.
Yeah, I'm coming off of a 13-hour level stream. Basically, I've done a 13-hour stream. So that's the end of me. Thank you for having me again. This has been a great series, and I'm glad I was a part of it. Peace.
Thank you, Brad. Dan?
Hi, I'm Domestic Dan. You can find me everywhere at that. Here on Twitch, Twitter, all that fun. I played Blight, the doomed character, past tense, so I don't think I need to do any end of session stuff.
Jay?
Oh, damn. Hey guys, it's your boy. Just got thrown into it. My end of session stuff. I'm gonna grow closer to Estrella, and clear the angry condition. This music is depressing. I play video games over on my stream sometimes. We drink coffee pretty much every weekend, like Monday to Tuesday at noon. Friday to Tuesday. I GM Ragtags here that Brad mentioned every Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a new cast member coming this coming Thursday. We didn't get to play this Thursday past, so new cast member coming. Maintain optimal levels of hype. No one's guessing in the Ragtags. No one's guessed at all correctly. It's not happened at all. Thank you everyone for your interest in the campaign, and that's all I got.
Thank you, Jay.
You're welcome.
No, this music is Darkest Child by Kevin MacLeod. Darkest Child.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
what
Kevin
they call
MacLeod.
Jack in high school.
What we call Jack, I guess.
The darkest child.
I am Wacksteven. I have been your GM of Doom this evening. I believe I have dragged the players kicking and screaming through the adventure today, so thank you so much for hanging out with us, guys. Much appreciated. Much love to you, chat, for being so invested in the series and the characters. We love you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you to Jay. Thank you to Dan. Thank you to Brad. Thank you, PB. Thank you, Vio. Thank you, Goobers, who wasn't able to join us this week, who's spending some time with his family. I appreciate you for being awesome role players. Thank you so much. And yeah, got a lot of shit to work out, guys. There's one more session left. We'll see what happens.
Week.
We'll see what happens for next week. If you missed the trailers that I played on the break, we have a new show coming out called Crash City. Despite the trailer saying December 1st, it's going to be starting December 8th. And I guess, should I reveal some info? I think we've got some on the way.
Yeah.
We've got some
Wait.
on the way.
Wait.
Wait.
Yeah, I would.
Oh,
Okay.
wait.
We're gonna wait. Where can people expect the info? I think
Twitter.
Twitter.
Follow
we're on our
Tablestory's Twitter.
Patreon.
Oh yeah.
Now check out the Twitter, guys. We've got some info coming your way. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope.
PB said we need an emote of PB with like the hyper like red eyes.
Can we get some rees in the chat?
It's a Tablestory. Sorry.
Yeah, we've got Crash City coming out December 8th, and Brad's got a special coming out for December 12th, a special Dust Veil thing for the holidays.
We coming back, boys.
Holiday special.
Brad is
Also,
eating.
come hang out with us on Discord.
Yeah, come hang
Dust
out.
We walk together and chat together, and we watch shows together. So come hang out.
Yeah.
And Brad has promised to consume an entire Christmas tree for that episode, so he's gonna be
Live.
really jolly.
Straight down the throat.
Yeah, he's gonna eat an entire Christmas tree live on the show. Promised, happening. Thanks everybody for watching. Peace out. You have a wonderful rest of your Friday night. Good night, everybody.